Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video, we're going to be checking out some of the books that I bought for the month of September. We're now into October, a few days into October. And boy, it turned from summer to fall real quick over here in New Jersey. It's super cold right now in my apartment. I have a cup of tea that I just made. It's cinnamon express celestial seasonings. So you might hear me gulping in between books because I'm really cold and I need to keep warm. I'm too cheap to start turning on the heat. You know, when the seasons turn and it's time to turn on the heat, I try to push it back as much as possible. I also have some holiday candles lit. I pulled out my fall and Halloween candles from Bath & Body Works. I have Perfect Pumpkin going and Marshmallow Fireside. We're gonna get started. I don't have too many books to show you. This first book is called Rose and Her Friends. It's a grayscale coloring book by Evelyn Van Coatsum. I think that's how you pronounce the name. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have it. It's really cute, right up my alley. And we'll do a quick flip through it. It says it's 100 GSM paper. This is an Amazon published book, I believe. If you're familiar with Christine Karen's books or Derriere Chakersoy or aka Color and Chicks, I think it's the same paper that they use. It seems like it. And I have, let's see, I have the Color and Chicks book kind of just as comparison. You'll see how she has it with the colored pages in the front. The same, it feels the same. It's nice and smooth. It's really good for if you want to use alcohol markers, in my opinion. I like to use alcohol markers in her books. So some people might not like it because it's really smooth. Some people prefer like a toothier paper, but for me, I like it. And I like how she has colored examples of a lot of the pictures. I don't know if it's all of the pictures. Maybe it is all of the pictures in here. It does give off a lot Coleridge Wild coloring book vibes, in my opinion. It's very similar in style. If you can't afford the Coleridge Wild books, like some of them are a little bit more expensive because they're not available yet on Amazon. This is a good alternative. And grayscale. I like this one. This one's my favorite, I think. I really like to do a lot of underwater and mermaid type stuff. So that's, of course, the one I would be most attracted to. And I do like how she has the black backed paper. It's kind of a cherries pattern. I don't know if you can see it yeah, I think you can kind of see it. It's got a pattern of cherries. So this is, the paper says 100 GSM. I don't know if I mentioned that. But I know under like the Christine Karen and Derriere Chakersoy's descriptions, they go into a little bit more depth of description of the paper. I think they say it's 60 pounds and 100 GSM. So it's not the thickest, but it's not the worst either. It's not like your average Amazon KDP paper that a lot of people don't like. This is like a little bit better in my opinion. So it is going to be a little bit more expensive. So I think it's $12.83 the last time when I ordered it. I think it was just a little bit under $13, but I think it's worth it. It has the color pictures in the front. It's a little bit better paper than your regular like $7 or $8 Amazon book. And she has some color palette test pages in the back for you to test out your colors before you make a commitment to the page. And it has this little bio about her in the back. She has an Etsy page too. I'll put that down in the description too if you want to check out her Etsy shop. I think it's mostly just the same pictures that are in this book that you can get PDF versions of. All right, this book I have a flip through up on my channel already. I'll put the card in. It translates to Little Edible Flora. I think that's the translation. And this book is a coloring book version of this book that I think is by this Emma V. Larson, and then Maria Trolle did the illustrations for. If you see on the back of the, this is the book. It's like a book with different pictures of flowers and that sort of things that are edible, I guess. And then they're kind of like sprinkled in with Maria Trolle's little characters, little people characters that she has in a lot of her books. And so it's a little bit different than her traditional coloring books. So if you were expecting like one of her hardcover books, it's not that. So you might be a little bit disappointed. I have heard some people say they weren't really into it, but it's kind of like I see it as a kind of like an extra she put out, because it was originally, I don't think it was originally meant to be a coloring book, and she just happened to make it into a coloring book probably after the fact. So a lot of the pages they're like small things, and this down here isn't Swedish, so I don't know what it says. I suppose I can get my Google Translate out and figure it out. But so these are like little kind of vignettes of different things. There's not too many. Like this is like a nice big page to color, but most of them are small little pages. So just keep that in mind. It's not, I forget what they call this, but it's supposed to be so you can like rip it out. I'm not going to rip it out, of course. I don't like to rip out my pages out of my books for the most part. So it might not be for everyone, but I'm happy I got it. It's good if you like to collect all of her works that she does. I have a few non-coloring books that she put out myself, just because I like to have them and look through them. So that's that one. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm going to show these two together. I ordered these two books from Decomade. This is Grazia Salvo's new Women of Flowers Collection 3 grayscale coloring book. I have the other two. I was really excited that this one finally came out. She had been working on it for a pretty long time, maybe like a year or so. So I was happy when it finally came out. And I was going to try and wait for it to come out on Amazon, because I know she's going to put out a paperback version, because just the shipping from Italy, where she is, I guess, to me, it was so much money. It was like more than the book, and I was like, I can't do it. So I was like, oh, let me just chill out and wait till it comes on Amazon. I'll just copy the pages and print them out myself. But I saw it on Decomade. The woman that owns the Decomade website, she's the publisher for Grazia Salvo and Karolina Kubikowska. So she has this really good deal going on now. If you buy this book, any one of, I think the Woman of Flowers books, and this Emma's Tale, this came out, I think, last year. But this is a collection of her Inktober prompts that she had done for 2020, and she turned it into a little kind of storybook version. So I don't remember what the price was, but it was a good deal for the set of it together. It was like cheaper than if I would have bought just this one book from Etsy. So, and she always sends little extra things. She sent this extra page. This is from Slavic Beauties, which I already have this book, so I kind of recognize that this page was from that book. I do have this book, but it's nice to have an extra copy of that page. And I have the rest of the things in here. She sent 3 little postcards. Is it 3 postcards? Yeah, it's 3 postcards that are the characters from this Emma's Tale book. And Grazia Salvo signed them on the back, all of them. So that's really nice. And she sent that little extra weekly planner, and this bookmark is from Anna. Like her Zinskia, Tales from the Stars. I bought that book from Deco Me too. It's a really nice book. I have that probably in one of my past book hauls, if you want to see. So I did do a flip through on this book, so I'm not going to do another one, but I did do this page, happen to have this page done already from last year when I bought the PDF from her Etsy shop. And I was holding off. I was like, I'm not going to buy any more because I know the book's going to come out eventually. And I was waiting patiently. And so I'm very happy that I was able to get the spiral bound artist edition because the papers, I really like the paper in those books. And this Emma's Tale, like I said, it's a collection of her Inktober drawing prompts. And it's really cute. It's kind of like not like a diary, I guess, per se, but, well, I guess it kind of is. You can color. It has the story on one side and the little hashtag of what prompt it was that day. And you can write down, it says, a space to express your thoughts and feelings. And I did read the whole story. It kind of was a strange story to tell you the truth, but it was a nice little story. It's kind of clever how she strung all the things together, I think. I don't know. Do you want me to do a dedicated flip through of this? I'm sure there's probably flip throughs of this already on YouTube. It's been out for a while, but if you want me to do a whole flip through of it, I will. And let's see, next up is this one I got from JNF Hankins. She's having this really amazing 70% off sale on her website. I think she's kind of like retiring from coloring books, making coloring books. I think she's going to be focusing more on her other kind of art projects. So everything, I guess, is kind of like on a big clearance. A lot of things are already gone. A lot of the books are gone. Like a lot of the books that I would have liked to have purchased are already sold out. There's a lot of Christmas ones still. I'm not really so into Christmas. And I did want to buy more than just this one. But I said, again, I was like, Crystal, relax. You don't need all of these books. Even though there was a really good price. I bought this one and I bought 2 pencil pouches, which I'll show you when I get to my supply haul. And I also picked up, I think, about 5 of her PDF books. Those were on sale too, which I was surprised because I was like, that's not really physical. But they were on 70% off too, which I would have printed them out and showed them to you, but my printer is running really low on toners. I'm trying to put it off as much as possible. Yes, I'm a cheapskate. I'm a cheapskate when it comes to heat, and I'm cheapskate when it comes to having to buy a new toner for my printer. But books, let's go. So the 2 pencil pouches I bought, this and this book, came out to be about $23 because there is a shipping charge. But this is one that I didn't have. I have 2 already that I had purchased a while ago in the past. These are perforated pages. These are like really, really super nice thick cardstock. So I will put the link to her website if you want to check it out and see if there's anything left over there that you would like. But she has a bunch of PDF books. I think they're like maybe like 10 or 12 pages each. I don't remember what I paid for it. Maybe I paid like $3 or something each for each book. So that was really great. I'm thinking about taking them to Staples and getting them printed and spiral bound all into one collection of books. I know if I remember, I'll flash up the ones that I got up on the screen. Here, so you can see which ones I got. And I know one was like a Halloween one, and then the other ones were like circus themed. Really cute. I really like her artwork. They gives me very much like 1970s magical garden type of vibes. If you're as old as me, and you watch Magical Garden in like the late, I probably watched it in repeats though, probably like in the early 80s, but I think it was on from like the 1970s through the 80s. So that was one of my favorite shows as a kid. It gives me kind of those vibes where they have the flowers with faces and stuff. So really fun. I like this one with the vegetables growing in the ground with faces. This one says the tree at play in their garden. Oh, the tree children at play in their grandfather trees deep in the enchanted woods nearby. Gathering glowworms for the fairy ball. Cute. What does this one say? Garden pixies make sure all plants flourish. So that one's, I'm happy I got at least that one to add to my collection. So definitely go check that sale out. Hopefully it'll still be there when you watch this. And finally, the last book I have to show you is this one. What is this called in English? Girl with Poem, I think. I ordered this from Amazon and it shipped. I got it pretty quickly. I ordered the other two in the series from Book Depository. I can't remember what the names are in English, but I had been wanting these for a long time and I just never picked them up because they were kind of expensive. But I thought they were not that bad of a price. And I'm sure this book has been around for a while. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this one. It's got really nice paper. It's a Korean coloring book. A lot of faces. So I'm excited to color something in one of these books too. And they have colorized versions inside. I think this was like $21 when I purchased it, so I'll put the Amazon links down below. But I'm also going to put Book Depository links too, so you can go and check and see which one is a better deal at the time you're watching this. And if you want it right away, I would order it from Amazon because this particular one I think ships, must be from someplace close by because I got it in a few days. I ordered them all around the same time. So the Book Depository ones I think are supposedly set to be arriving any day now, but I'm not sure. You know, the post office is a little wacky lately. So I think I got a nice little bunch of books this month. Next month, I don't know. I'm just going to be having those two additional books that belong to the series. I think I'm going to really try not to buy any more books this month. It has to be something like really amazing, really spectacular for me to get it. So, oh no, I'm lying. I have another book coming. I forgot. I had ordered Lulu Mayo's new book. I had it on pre-order on Amazon. It's set to come out October 20th, but I saw they had it for cheaper on Book Depository, the UK version. So I was like, oh, let me just order it, cancel my pre-order and get the UK version. All right, so I think that's all we have for today. I'm going to do my supply haul soon, probably within the next few days. So look for that one coming out. I hope you guys all have a really great day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.